Alright, how's it going, guys? We are back here for some more GT6, and we have a update for the book. And I wanted to point out here real quick that you cannot get to the bronze or lead burning box because this is the old method. So the completionist in me wanted to jump that direction to get there, and well, you can't do it because it's part of this. But we are going to go through the old method today. Before we do that, I do want to show you that you can do this quest now with ingots, 2 ingots and a plate, or all 3 plates. So our copper, our tin is already in there. We just need to make the 4 bronze plates from what we did last time with the crucible. But now we're going to go through doing this the old method, which I will say it is the old method, but compared to doing it that way, I think it's going to be cheaper fuel wise. It's probably going to be about the same time wise, but I think it's going to be similar in, or less in fuel, but we will see here. Now, granted, I did 20 and 9 last time, so keep that in mind while we're doing this. This time we're going to be only doing 1 set of copper and lead. So first step is you need a mixing bowl. Then you need to get some crushed copper or anything that gives you copper, which, if you have any questions on that, we discussed it in the first video, I do believe. But it's basically copper, chalcopyrite, tetrahydrite, kesterite, stantonite, azurite, and malachite. And you can go back and check out that video if you'd like, and it'll actually show you what you get from each one, but you can also use NEI for that. So we've got 4 copper, which we have cooked up here. We only needed 3, but I cooked up 4. Now we have a tin. We need to cook that up. There are a few materials that are considered furnaceable. Basically your copper, tin, bronze, brass. I don't think all bronzes though. I do believe because black bronze has silver and gold in it. You cannot cook that in a furnace. But regular bronze, if I could spell here, well, I can spell, I just can't hit the right buttons. So regular bronze is in a furnace, and it shows you right here, thanks to the NEI that we're using, that you can do it in anything, not just Greg's furnace. Alright, so now we have tin nuggets and we have copper nuggets, and we need 9 copper nuggets, and we need 27 copper nuggets, 9 tin nuggets. That's 3 copper and 1 tin. And you do have to do this as nuggets or as scrap. So you can see, or dust. So tiny dust, scrap, nugget, it's got to be one of those 3 things. It has to be a 1/9 of copper or tin or dust. You can't put a full ingot in here. Dust being the one that you technically can, but you're not really going to be getting dust this early. So also you can put this in the crucible. Will not be doing so, but you'll see it does say contains, and then we're going to throw this in here, and that is going to cook us up nuggets of bronze. So this is going to take quite a little bit for it to cook up each individual nugget into a bronze nugget. So I'm going to leave you guys for a bit here and wait for this to get all done cooking. Well, actually, you know what? No, we're going to let that cook. And this should be good and cooled off now. So let's grab our tin scrap out of there. And while that is cooking, we'll actually get our bronze made here. So 2, 3, one of them, that'll make us 4. And that will make us 4. And we're going to start with that. And do we have any? No, we have no fuel left. So let's get some beans. Put that in there. And let's make a fire starter. Oh, I've been out today. Picked up me some red currant berry bushes, so I can get those planted. I also got really lucky and found a tin vein. I'm not sure if it's 2 tin veins or 1 tin vein, but it spreads across the top part of a mountain, so I marked both parts of it. So we actually have copper and tin now. Do want to let you guys know I will be doing a live stream on probably Saturday. It'll be early in the morning for me, so like normal noon time for people in Europe. I'll probably start around 5 a.m. for me, so if you're in the US, it might be a little early. For anybody over in Europe, it'll be right on time, I guess. And we're going to do mining music and also going around looking for other veins. So it'll be a exploration and mining and music. Basically, I will be mining up some of the copper vein up there and some of that tin vein over there, so we have plenty of things to keep us busy getting into the other things we need to get into here. How's this doing? We're up to 19. Now, the one thing about the old method that you'll see here in a minute when we actually get this all done is if you want to make a plate, you had to hammer it out on an anvil. With this one, you can do it. You can mix the two. If you want to make the compound that way, you can make the compound that way, throw it in here, and then pour it. You can mix the two together, so keep that in mind. Just because it's part of the old method doesn't mean that you have to do the whole old method. Now, for this one, the reason why I use exact amounts, the reason why we poured the plates first, is because with the tin being the lightest density, it's always going to be on top. And if we had extra tin in here, even a nugget or even less than a nugget, 72nd of tin left in here, we wouldn't see when it turned to bronze. But because we have the exact amount of copper and the exact amount of tin we need to make bronze, we will get a visual that our bronze is done because it will turn orange. And I actually do need a ingot mold. I didn't think about that when I was making my other molds, because one thing we are going to need relatively soon is an anvil. It's something that is part of the old method. That's actually what this one is making a hammer and an anvil, and the wrench, which we're going to be doing the wrench for that one, which is the new method. But we will still need an anvil for some things, so we will need we'll need 7 ingots. So unless I want to do the rest of it like this, which honestly I don't, I'm a strange person. I love the Crucible. Most people absolutely hate it. I love it. So to me, this is the essence of GT6, is the fact that we actually have to smelt our metals in a crucible rather than just being able to throw them into a furnace. Alright, so there we go. We now have... Oh, I forgot to get the ashes out of there. Alright, there we go. Actually have to smelt our metals up, that we can't just throw them into a furnace. So I use it all the time. But there you go. We have our old method bronze taken care of. Next thing is to make a hammer, which we already have. A stone anvil, which you can use a black granite or a red granite for this way. And then a file, a wrench, and a rolling pin, which we already have the rolling pin. I will not be making a stone one. So that 3. That'll drop the heat down a little bit. And now we have our pickaxe. There we go. There is our pickaxe head. Now, this is a raw head. You have to use a file to get it ready to go, or there is a sharpener. There's an early sharpener as well, the grindstone, but that takes iron, so we're going to have to use a file for right now. And that will be the next thing that we actually get stuff poured for. We're going to pour 6 bronze plates. We need 4 for a wrench, and we need 2 for a file. So that'll be the next thing that we pour, and that'll get us everything in this one except for the anvil. The anvil takes regular stone, which we can do that easily if we just wanted to get the quest done. For the black granite, same thing. It just takes black granite, cobblestone. Same thing for the red one. So I will go ahead and make a black granite one, because that's at least going to be a little bit more useful. Let me get this started back up here. But we definitely want to make a bronze one as soon as possible. The stone anvil has one use. It is, in my opinion, just useless. The only reason to make one out of... Holy crap. The only reason to make one out of regular stone is if you... Is there ashes in there? No. I am just getting super unlucky. I don't want that accidentally catching on fire. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I made 2. But we can just use our black granite pickaxe that I have not made yet. Go ahead and do that. That'll take the place of my flint one. And then we will be making a bronze one as well. This will be the last time, I promise, for a long time, that you will have to watch me smelt things in a crucible. I know it is very tedious, and a lot of people don't like watching it, don't find it entertaining or informational. I personally think it's informational because it shows you that you have to be patient and shows you the actual time it takes to do this. Where for a lot of people, they would just be thinking, oh, well, this isn't getting done, it's taking too long. And that's not usually the case. Usually the case is you're just impatient, it's slow, give it time. But I understand. Alright, so we're going to get... I'm not going to start this back up, even though I have more bronze that I need to get cooked. I will cook it at a later date. Right now, I just want to get the file done, which for a bronze file head, we need a knife. So there we go. There's our bronze file head. And then we can take that, put it on a stick, and we have our file. And with that, we can do this and get us our... Okay, which way's it gotta go? There it is. Pickaxe Head. So this is tier 2. We're not going to be able to do the black granite with it. Let's see if we can heat this bad boy up just a little bit more. There is ways of keeping from burning yourself, which I will be making very, very soon one of them, which is a set of pincers, which you can see right here. But they are a bit harder to make than just these very basic tools that we're using, so it'll take just a bit before we get to that. Right now we want to get a wrench. We need the wrench so we can do the burning box quest, and we need the wrench because, well, I want to make a burning box. Alright, I'm going to turn that off to save on fuel. Alright, so there we go. We now have our bronze quest because we got our 4 plates. We didn't get it for the 4 ingots because we didn't do the ingots of tin and copper. So we need this right here. We need a hammer, and that'll give us our bronze wrench. So now if we go back to the book, that is our bronze quest done. That is our wrench quest done, which wanted a hammer, a file, and a wrench, which we have done. Grab our cookie. And as soon as we make our anvil, we'll have that one done. And I do need to talk to Chubby about this one because this one here, well, maybe not. I guess it is available once you do the wrench, which has you make the hammer there. And this one isn't dedicated on anything. So I guess it's okay with it being there. We're going to use a copper plate to make this. And that's what I'm going to use for keeping myself from getting... it's nighttime. Keep myself from getting killed too bad by skeletons. I'll just carry a bucket of milk around with me, which there is another trick to that I will do later, which is making milk bottles. We do have those in GregTech. So since I got the mixing bowl, I can do it. All right, so that is all of our bronze out of there. We've got 3 left. I'm going to throw these in. There we go. That'll finish cooling that off, and I'll hold on to these 3. Like I said, I will cook up more of this, because that's going to be for my bucket. That leaves this right here that I can make into bronze, which I will be doing so. Plus I got some extra copper nuggets that I can use as well. And it sounds like we've got some spiders out there. I need to get some wood, and I need to get some black granite. So what time? It's midnight. I'm gonna run like an idiot since I've got speed power. And let's see if I can get some wood real quick. The only issue is I am short 1 flint. Is this? Oh, this is 2. Good. That's red currant. Give me that. You can see I did a pretty decent job of clearing out this area over here. I have no idea what that gave me. Redstone lapis. I'm gonna have to mark that too. I don't want shale. Pyrolusite. We already marked that over there, so we don't have to mark it. And I do believe wood is like 0 tier, so I'm actually going to see if making a shale rock, if I can get 1 more. Yeah, there we go. Can I actually cut down a tree with a shale axe, even though it's quality 0? I can. Alright. It's crap, but it does what I wanted it to do. Now let's get some more speed here. 2, 3, 5. That should give me some good speed. And we're just past midnight. I'm hoping that one right there is currents as well. Alright, so now with that, we can take one of these, and my inventory is chock full of crap. Alright, so we need a copper plate, we need 3 planks, and we need a hammer, and that makes us our bucket. Now, with this bucket, you can only pick up basic fuels. You can't pick, or fluids. You can't pick up everything. Give this guy a whacking so he'll get out of here. But you can use it to milk a cow. So now I have milk that I can carry around with me. You can also pick up water with it. I did see where somebody had, well, I've been asked a few times this question, so I guess this will be a good place to throw it. If for some reason you get something in your bucket or in a jug or a cup, you can always just put it in a milk mixing bowl or a bathing pot. We'll get the bathing pot later. And oops, always cook on the side if you want to pick it back up. But then you can break this with it in there and it'll void it. So if you want to get rid of whatever's in there, that's a good way of doing so. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a run over and grab some black granite, and we'll get that anvil done. And it's going to take me a minute to get over there, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back, and we've got 7 black granite cobblestone here. We're going to throw this in here. Hammer. I didn't think it took cobblestone. I thought it took regular. For some reason that looked like it would take cobble there for a minute. Maybe that was some weird chisel thing. Now let's go ahead and cook that up. While we do that, I'm going to get my bushes out here. You can put them back together like this, but I find it a little bit harder to get the stuff off of them. So I'm just going to make me 2 rows here like this. I am going to say something to Greg though. I don't know if it's a bug or if I'm just super lucky, unlucky, whichever way you want to put it, but I have not seen any berry bush yet that's not current in this world. And I don't know why. Like every one of these I see is red, and I would expect some of them to be cranberry, which is another red one. But that is a lot of bushes to collect, and not one of them be blueberry, black currant, white currant, cranberry, thinking that's the only ones. So we'll see if that's a bug or not. There's our anvil. Now I'm questioning if it could have been cobblestone. Let's look. Recipe. Cracked, mossy black granite. Okay, it could have been. I just had the thing on the wrong side. Okay, so let's take a look at anvils real quick. So the red and black granite have a durability of 10. That's what that D10 is right there. So that means that they will last for 10 hits. The stone one, which is right here, has a durability of 1. So one thing you do on it, it's going to break. But the bronze one is 100. You get to steel, it's 1,000. And up from there. So, and also, they don't drop. I know, I don't like it either. Also, there's an NEI button right here, which will show you all of your 23-24 Anvil recipes. That same button is on the mixing bowl, which will specifically give you mixing bowl or mixer recipes. And bathing pot has it as well. But you have basically 3 different positions on this anvil that you can use. You have this side, which is the small side. You have this side, which is the large side. And then you have the top. And you can use all 3 of them differently. If we look at the NEI thing here, like if you want to break up, or you can get 1 and 6 tinies, so less than what you get in a crusher out of your raw ore. You can make double plates, and this is all hitting it on the very top. You can put ingots together to make double, triple, quadruples. And actually, I don't know if this is a bug with Greg or if this is a bug with NEI. I'll have to say something to Greg about that. it doesn't actually show the other two recipes you can do, which is small side and large side, because they are different tabs. You can make plates on this. That was the old way of getting to the wrench, was you had to make a double plate and then put the double plate. I'm trying to see if I can find one of them here. Here you go. A double would give you 90% chance of getting your full ingot's worth back. So you're probably going to lose one bit by hammering it out. That's where the Crucible is better. There's no loss. Anvil, there is a little bit of loss. But now if we look up the Anvil and we hit well, actually, let's look up a plate because we can't do it that way. So we'll look up a plate. That'll show you the Anvil. Then if I hit recipe here, see, that's not showing me them either. I'm guessing because it's considered like two different. Because see, like making a ring. Making a ring is anvil bending small side. So you can turn a rod into a ring, but you'll get 90% chance of getting scrap back. And then there's also the curve plate, which if we look up how to make that, that is the pig side. And there's no loss in doing that. Also, one little trick that most people don't know about is you can take two of these, put them on there, and smack the front, and it'll take them apart. You got to be careful, because if they're stacked like that, that is not the way the recipe works. So you will actually make an item casing and lose some of your bronze if you were to smack that right now. And I actually need a double copper plate for our burning box, so I'm going to go ahead and use this to show you how to do this. And there you go, there's my double copper plate. You always have to make sure they're side by side, and you can put the hammer on top of the anvil. That is gorgeous. I love it. So I do have enough copper here. I can make one more, so I'm still not short on one of them. Just make sure that you're hitting on the front closest to this side, front closest to that side, on the actual side, or on the very top if that's what you're wanting to make. You got to be careful, it is directional. So I think I have kept you guys here long enough. Go ahead and make all those into fruit salad because I get more saturation from eating it that way. Let's check the book here. Get my cookie from my bucket. Get my cookie for doing the hammer and anvil. This will also count as the anvil here because it literally will take lead, black granite, red granite, or bronze. So that's all of that done. So next time we're going to work on getting our pincers done. This is a tool I was discussing that we could use to keep from getting burned, and we have some other tools in there that we can get made. But I've got to do the mining and music before we can do most of them. And then we will probably also get into making our advanced crafting table. But first, we are definitely getting a bronze burning box because that thing is horrible. And that's what I'm going to use the bronze that I make out of there, but I will have that done before we start next time. So next video should be out on Monday. Like I said, the live stream will be out will be on Saturday morning, I'm hoping, if nothing falls apart in the world. For anybody that's watching this series, do not think you have to watch the live streams. If you want to, by all means, you can join us at the time we do them, or there will be a video of it that you can watch. It will be in the playlist for this series, but I will do no actual progression in that live stream. It'll all be basically work to get to the next video. So you won't really miss anything by not seeing it. But it's also when we get into doing the prep streams like I did for the last season, they're a nice way that if you watch the video and you don't understand something on how I made something, you can go back to the live stream and see how it was done there. But like I said, I think I've kept y'all long enough. I'm going to get on out of here, and I will see you guys hopefully Saturday morning, if not next Monday. Have a good one.